Suche Jukuahon to Harry Chuakodo Huketpa. Wansach spare kuahon to Harry Anglok Nai Light Rong Motiusa Hai Huak Ti Konvataka, Foy Bame Watreno Wahet, Anam, Fanboy, Galbong, Kyom Vung Vivadian Tap Am Coin Huam Woshmat Vataka Viserine to, Theota Yukon Kai. Spare Us. A Herodi will be published by Little Brown, owned by Hachette, on April 1st and will send up the prince's own tell-all memoir, which was published in January. The parody version has been written by Bruno Vincent, whose Enid Blyton parodies have drawn attention before, including the book 5 on Brexit Island, which was a Christmas #1 bestseller in Britain. Home to 8 Rothantro Uakuamo Sodian Veen Hanoi Teen Hatan Wosh Mikei Tuki Kwan Sachko Ong Ramet Vauthang Jing, and Domo Bong God Men Mi Trong Kat Kwok Thou Luan Sing Quen Harry Va Megano Mai. A press release promoting Spare Us read, "He was born into an ancient, powerful dynasty and, through no fault of his own, became one of the most recognizable men on the planet. His life was a constant barrage of press intrusion and manipulation. Until, finally, he demanded that it stop. A kawak serene tuman I kaukad, and I aviet mo kwansech di kong bataklai salvao bentrom kak buk tuong lawe I vafoy bame watreno wahet, anam, fanboy, galbong, kyom vung vivadian tap and coin huam woshmete the joy tuong the koimakuaho. All for privacy. This is his story. Batchap hinening imta kuaho, Harry va MeghanMarkle 8 Rothen Matiu kua kakdian veen haike tu ki kwansach kuahon tu noivoy the joy vivikan by di kontren duong vat kua mintron chuyan I bo kwabi ac kuknem 2011. The real Spare read, "My penis was oscillating between extremely sensitive and borderline traumatized. The last place I wanted to be was Frostnipiston. A friend recommended him Elizabeth Arden cream, but he described feeling uncomfortable about the choice because Mima used that on her lips. I found a tube," he wrote, "and the minute I opened it, the smell transported me through time. I felt as if my mother was right there in the room. Then I took a smidge and applied it. Down there." Trevor Noah, who just 3 months earlier was a guest on Meghan's Spotify podcast Archetypes, was among those to poke fun at the prince during the Grammy Awards in February. While introducing British comedian James Corden, he said, "James Corden is a 12-time Emmy winner and the host of The Late Late Show. He's also living proof that a man can move from London to LA and not tell everyone about his frostbitten penis." Elsewhere, Harry's book was mocked on South Park with a memoir by the Prince of Canada titled WOG during an episode titled The Worldwide Privacy Tour. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Saturday Night Live and Chris Rock are also among those to mock Harry and Meghan since the book came out. Jack Royston is the chief royal correspondent at Newsweek, based in London. You can find him on Twitter at @JackRoyston and read his stories on Newsweek's The Royals Facebook page. Footage makes mockery of Prince Harry's claim he was interdicted by paparazzi and needlessly put in a dangerous situation. Prince Harry claimed he was interdicted by paparazzi and put in a dangerous situation when leaving a charity awards event in 2021. Footage of the event shows otherwise. Footage has made a mockery of Prince Harry's claim that he was needlessly put in a dangerous situation by the UK government. The Duke of Sussex is currently engaged in a legal battle with the UK government over his demand for greater security protection when he is in his home country. Theocactile ufap live vivik, a idean kua Harry tu yenbo cheeksy kua an a by paparazzi can thipi roy koi sukin to thin trau jai well child vouthang 2021 less than greater than, at contwaxa Sussex voutan huang gai he mokach con kintiach. However, footage aired on Sky News Australia's Bolt report shows Harry's car leaving the event with no paparazzi in sight. According to UK writer and broadcaster Esther Kriku, Harry has asked the UK Home Office to provide an example of a royal with a similar threat assessment who has had their security reduced, but that there hasn't been a royal like him who has left the royal family. He draws parallels with Princess Diana, but Princess Diana was married to a future king. She wasn't actually born into the royal family, she said. And she did notoriously have an interesting arrangement where she also had her own private security. The Sussexes have offered to pay for police protection, but that is just not how this works. That would effectively make British police security for hire, which is a big issue for the Home Office and for the British public at large, Ms. Krakow said. Because you can't actually hire out the police, you have to be granted a special level of security, which when you leave your role as a working royal, you actually lose because you don't have the same responsibilities. The level of security provided comes down to what the UK Home Office assesses as appropriate. This was one of the things pointed out to him when he chose to leave the royal family, Ms. Krakow said.